Thank you. If everybody could have a seat, it's 2 o'clock, and we want to get started. And the first people we're going to hear from is Department of Labor, and Commissioner Butler has arrived. So would you please take a seat? And today we're going to go over the FY011 amended budget. The only thing we're going to talk about today is the amended budget. And we're going to take labor first. Commissioner Butler, you have the floor. Does everybody have a tracking sheet? Okay. All right.
I think I gave my other copy to you yesterday.
Okay.
Actually, I probably do, but I think I left it in there.
Here, we've got an extra one up here.
Well, I think,
Mark, is that microphone on?
Oh, we've got an extra one. If you want to come get one.
well, now, I mean, do you want me to go this line? You usually kind of hit the highlights. So,
Well,
most
just
important
sort of
stuff.
hit the highlights, and
Yeah,
we'll
we can
ask
do that.
questions, and you tell us what, you know.
Well, then let's go ahead and, I mean, most of these you're going to see are pretty standardized cuts you're going to see throughout the document. Let's go ahead and let's slide down to 31.7. Get myself a little bit more spread out.
31.7, Roosevelt Warm Springs Institute.
Yes.
I want to back up just a minute.
Oh, sure.
Okay. If we can go to 31.1.
Okay.
And well, look at this business enterprise. It's been brought to my attention that the company that the non-for-profit has been doing this for 60 years, and it's not bidded out. Is that correct, or have you had a chance to look into it?
Not since we talked yesterday. No, we're putting out a few other fires today, but
Okay.
But as I will state for the record for the committee, in our long list of to-do things that we have, we're going to be looking at all of our programs over at Labor. That one's definitely on the list. I'm very aware from my work on this committee of the audit that's been done before, and we're going to take a sharp eye at this program and kind of see what's been going on, see what we can do to improve it, and to kind of let a little more sunshine in.
Okay, and I think, any way we can put things out for bids, we don't want just the same person to have the same contract for 60 years without it going out for bids.
Right.
I think that's the consensus of this committee. I've got it written down.
Who has that contract? Did you get that? Georgia Cooperative Services for the Blind.
They've had it for 60 years.
Is that right? Yes, that's
Yes.
right.
Is that the snack bars?
Yes.
Yes.
Could I make a comment about the snack bars?
Please.
Would you please clean them up?
Well, we'll get right on that. Fred, that's your job.
Thank you.
I got my mop blanket in the car.
Okay. Thanks.
We've done worse.
Thank you. Okay, we just wanted to point that out.
Yes.
Okay. Then you can get on. Any other comments on this? Do I have any more comments? Okay. Let's go on down. And the next thing you wanted to talk about was what?
Well, I'm trying to roll my comments about Warm Springs and also vocational rehab kind of together. Both these two programs do a lot to help people. We are taking some pretty severe cuts in both. Vocational rehab, what's been asked of us, the cut will actually cause us to lose an additional $5.1 million in matching funds, federal funds. Also, we get a maintenance of effort penalty of $1.1 million. So you're looking at $6.2 million in lost funds. So I just want to make you aware that that's what that cut does. And we've had to, in years past, send money back because we could not draw it down. Because we do have the option to basically release money to other states who are able to pull this money down. And so we have actually done that, which doesn't really help us here in Georgia much. But, you know, and that's probably what we're going to do this next year. If we're not able to draw this money down, we'll inform them that we can't do it and release that to other states. There's no sense in holding back other people in other areas or in other parts of the nation. So, but, I mean, any help you can give us right there, we'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, you know, this is going to hurt a whole lot more than what it shows up on paper. I mean, we're just showing I think just a little bit over $1 million cut, but this does have far-reaching effects.
How much money do we need to keep in for our maintenance of effort to sustain it?
Janelle?
Representative, for the maintenance of effort for us would be $20 to $21 million. But to totally match the grant, we would need about $25 million. And we're not able to do that. And that's why we're having to return.
Okay. Questions? Quincy.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Commissioner,
Yes.
what are some programs that this money would support? I mean, this is...
Well, in general speaking, just vocational rehab is a program that we have. It's housed over the Department of Labor. A lot of people do not realize, but we have vocational rehab at the Department of Labor. Of course, I know the people on this committee do know that because I've worked with most everybody on this committee over the last 6 years. What it is, it helps people that have some type of disability. It helps them go back to work. It also, there's programs out there that helps some of our returning soldiers, too, that we have that come to us for help. It's basically, you know, and as a matter of fact, to give a good example, I met with a company the other day that we contract with that provides a service. They had an individual that when they were evaluated, they were deemed to not even be verbal. That they were said that this person cannot communicate with others well. They got them into a training program. They worked with their an employer that works with us or works with them. And I met with this individual just last week, and they have become quite verbal. They speak quite well and are doing very well in their job. Matter of fact, they've already been promoted once. But this is a great example. I mean, this is a program that saves the state money because we're actually getting these individuals into a job, and it gives them a lot of purpose. And I can tell you from meeting these individuals on a personal basis that these jobs mean everything to them, and it gives them basically a purpose, just like it does anybody else. And it really is a great program. We're seeing some successes. Can we do a better job in vocational rehab? Most certainly, and it's one of my priorities. I think everybody here in this room knows my passion as I served here the last 8 years. Came and wanted this in many areas, and we're going to do everything we can to increase our services, do better, and if we have to do it with what we have left, that's what we're going to do. But any help you can give us, this is kind of another one of those great examples. You can pay now or pay later. When these people, we have these jobs, we end up saving more money than what we're spending on when we put them into a work environment. And we've seen some great stories. Anything from put them in hospitals to where we've seen some great successes working with Emory. They're a good partner with us. They have taken some clients on in jobs, and they're doing a spectacular job for them, and are very happy. And not only are these individuals happy, the people they work with are extremely happy and just love these people and just love the job they do. So it's a great program.
Okay. I just had a major concern because of the community that I represent with the medical complex there and with a lot of these persons coming in and out of that area. I wanted to make sure that if there were any other nonprofits or organizations that could perhaps assist in contributing some money towards the support of this program, that we would take full advantage of that. So whomever you've designated to handle that program for you, I would like to be in communication with them to see if there's some way that our community, not only here in Augusta, but I'm sure there's some other communities around the state that might be willing to step up and prevent this money from being returned.
Well, I can tell you that right now, my current plans, I mean, obviously just starting the job in the last couple of weeks, We've had a lot of things we had to deal with. In the very near future, we're putting together a panel of people from the agency, outside the agency, from nonprofits, experts, and we're going to, basically do an internal study using outside and inside individuals to see what we can do to change. I think Judy was pointing to my button a while ago, wanting to know what it said, my sticker. And on here, I got this, and I've been kind of freely handing these out over at the department. It says on the button, it says, "But we've always done it that way," and it's got a big red circle and a slash through it. I don't like hearing that. We're looking for new ideas and how to improve services, and I promise you we'll have somebody in touch with you. We have a lot of work to do in VR, but I'm looking forward to it. Big challenges.
Thank you. Representative Hurd.
Thank you, Mrs. Chairlady. Congratulations, Mr. Commissioner. It's pretty
Thank you.
loud, isn't it? What would be helpful to me, I don't know if I speak for the rest of the members, we're at a point now in the budget process where we have cut, we've cut, and we've cut. And it's becoming very